Hey, we're back at the hot tent again today because it's really hot still. Ugh. But what is hot is the fact that we have leaks to cover today, and quite a few of them. There's at least 3 of them that we need to cover. And before you say anything, I am going to drop a spoiler warning in here and the title, just to make sure if you don't want to be spoiled on something that might be revealed later on, well, then why are you watching this video? But the whole point was, I did cover leaks in the Road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, so it's only really fair to cover these leaks as long as they aren't really story-based. I don't want to be spoiled on the story, but certain Pokemon, you know, that's just fine. You don't actually get the design. You have to imagine it yourself through these. Like, there's no real images. So let's go ahead and hop into, once again, Poke Jungle. I do appreciate it, but the link is in the description below. This is the first one. The rumor, a 4chan post predicted Dynamaxing and more. So this post was made on May. The Pokemon Direct today was certainly deciding. This one's actually 1 week ago. I just haven't had time to cover it, by the way. So, the Pokemon Direct today was certainly exciting. Lots of new information was revealed about Pokemon Sword and Shield. What could be even more exciting, however, is that as much of what was shown today was detailed in an online post 2 weeks ago. Check it out. Your rival is named Hop, which was correct. But you'd be also facing off against 2 people named Bidet and Marnie. So that hasn't been revealed to us who they are, so that's just up to imagination. Team Yell, which is probably a worse name than Team Flare, is the gang in the game who are well-meaning fans of Marnie causing trouble. To become part of the gym challenge, you'll have to get an endorsement. Bidet gets an endorsement from the chairman, Rose, and his secretary, Oleana. Eternatus is the evil legendary. The other legendary will be a wolf. Will either have a shield mane or hold a sword like a great wolf Sif. Don't recall its name, and that, of course, is Zacian and Zamazenta. Dynamaxing and Dynamaxing and Gigantimaxing are new dynamics that will supersize Pokemon in specific areas. Gigantimaxing is different from Dynamax as it changes what the Pokemon looks like. Meowth looks like a long cat. Lapras gets layers like musical bars to its shell and musical notes. Pikachu looks like a retro fat Pikachu, because of course Pikachu gets it. Notice how all those are Cantonian Pokemon, I should say. Sonia is Leon's formal rival, who is researching the Dynamax phenomenon at the behest of her grandmother and professor of the game. Some Pokemon, like Farfetch'd, will get regional evolutions, like Surfetch'd. Regional evolution? I don't know if that's actually true, if it means evolutions or just like Alolan forms. If it actually has evolutions, first of all, that would be insane, because this is the first time we actually have an evolution since Generation 4. I'm not counting Sylveon. That was the only one in Generation 6. So, that doesn't count. Meowth looks like a ball of spiky gray fur. Why does... That definitely has to be. Why is Meowth getting so much love lately? That's so strange. Squovit and Greedent, if I remember correctly, are chipmunk Pokemon who will hide in berry trees and attack randomly if you shake far too many berries. Trees. That's what I meant. I think that's what it means to say. If they attack, you lose half of the berries that dropped. So, those are chipmunk Pokemon. I don't really know the typing on that one. So, 4th gym is the first fairy-type gym, led by an actress named Opal. That's not actually the first fairy-type gym. There was one in Lavar City in Kalos, so I'm not sure what they mean by that. So, Milo and Nessa and Kabu are the first ones. We do know who Nessa is, as that was in the E3 trailer. Before fighting the gym leaders, you have to complete the gym challenge. Milo has you herding sheep Pokemon named Wooloo, but Pamper... Electric Corgi Pokemon will startle him and send him rolling elsewhere. And Pamper, of course, we now know is named Yamper. It's an adorable little Corgi that, honestly, I feel like has a lot of viability coming toward it for battles. Nessa has you running through a maze where water blocks the way, and Kabu requires you to catch Pokemon and get 5 points, but you have to be in a party battle with another trainer who's also trying to catch it. And they continue in another post. While there is a transit system, you'll have to go through the wild area at times, an open world biome that has a weather system and little pockets where wild Pokemon Dynamax and have to be beaten for a person raid. Oh, in a 4-person, that's what threw me off, because that's not spelt correctly. You will randomly see nearby players and interact with them to get their lead cards and items. Camping is how you will play with Pokemon now. You'll get 2 toys, a feather toy and a toy Pokeball, which can raise friendship. You can make curry, which will raise stats and friendliness. So that will probably be like the PSS type of things. It was like the Poke-Me and Poke Training, I think it was called, from Generation 6. Pokemon will not walk beside you in the overworld map. Very disappointing. I know it's kind of stress-worthy on it, but it's the Nintendo Switch, and we do see them in the overworld as wild Pokemon. So, I'm not sure about that. Scorbunny will have fighting moves, but is a pure fighter. It becomes Raboot, but I don't remember the final evolution except it looks like a fighter. It looks humanoid because all fire-type final evolution starters are humanoid because, of course. Sobble becomes Sisile, and then Intellion, a chameleon with a spy theme. I wonder how they're actually going to pull that off. Grookey will end up as a giant gorilla that beats a wood drum to attack. They're probably not going to have a drum set, but that just seems kind of silly. The best Pokemon so far is the blue seagull who, when it dives, it either gets a Barracuda in its mouth or a Pikachu, which it launches at the enemy. What? But anyways, they had a follow-up post, which, once again, PokeJungle covers. That link's in the description as well. The Chinese Riddler, best known for his hints regarding new Pokemon in Sun and Moon, has returned with an image for Pokemon Sword and Shield. They are not confirmed to be working on localization for the latest games, and the image seems to largely mirror information from the May 4chan post, but their past track record makes their recent post notable. You can see the image they shared below. And of course, we do remember, we just covered this. It was the monkey drumming, the pure fighter score bunny, and then the spy chameleon. But on top of this, we can't really see anything else. The image has a few unique hints to separate it from the content we covered yesterday, but also treads some in the same territory. Follows previous rumor in regards to starter evolution. Shows that the Pokemon found on a trainer shirt in the latest trail is the final evolution of the Chipmunk/Squirrel line. Hints that Corviknight will not evolve and does not have a pre-evolution. Just what we need, another Skarmory-like Pokemon. Hints that Eldegoss evolves, or less likely in my estimation, Drednaw has a pre-evolution. Shows that Drednaw has an even gnarlier looking evolution. That's gonna be interesting. It already looks cool already. I wonder what that means. Hints that Wooloo evolves, or less likely the Electric Corgi-like Pokemon has a pre-evolution. Oh, they're referencing that. I don't think Yamper will actually... That's so strange. Wouldn't it evolve? I'm pretty sure that's what it would be, because the way it's set up, it has to. Yamper as a final evolution does not make any sense. Includes Gigantamax forms from Meowth, Pikachu, and Lapras. I don't know why it would be Meowth itself and not... And Pikachu instead of Raichu and Persian. That doesn't make any sense. References the Galarian forms to, yep, Meowth and Persian, plus regional evolution for Farfetch'd. Why does this reference regional evolution again? Are we actually finally getting that evolution for Farfetch'd after so long? References Pelican-like Pokemon that I think that was talking about the Barracuda stuff. Pegs the rune drawing on the hill as the third legendary. Probably Eternatus. Eternatus. How do I sound it so it doesn't sound like Tornadus? Just because a leaker has gotten things right in the past doesn't mean they're always relatable, and this largely covers material we have previously seen. Enjoy speculating, but keep expectations in check. So once again, these are leaks. Once again, take this with a grain of salt. So, because there's one more, this one actually came out more recently, and let me cover it because this one comes from, I'm not exactly sure. Other Pokemon receiving new Gigantamaxing forms are all four of the Tapu legendaries, because why? Which will become masks to become giant colossi. Charizard, because why not? Flygon. Flygon's actually getting something for once? Holy crap. Tyranitar, Hydreigon, and Volcarona will receive Godzilla-inspired design changes with their Gigantamaxed forms. Meltan evolves in-game by leveling up, while Dynamax into Melmetal. Interesting. Rotom, who takes control of the entire stadium to What? After becoming champion, the player will be given meet their manager, Alan, who will help with sponsorships. After becoming champion, the player will be given meet their manager, which that's not proper grammar, Alan, who will help with sponsorships, host tournaments, and create advertisements and posters that can be seen around Galar. During these missions, provides money and unlocks new outfits, TMs, and access to additional locations of the wild area. There are over 98 new Pokemon, more counting form changes. I hope that means that there are 98 new Pokemon and counting form changes. And the way it's worded tells me that that's just counting form changes as well. Potentially, very single Pokemon can be obtained through the online raid battle events. Game Freak plans to have monthly online raids planned alongside events hosted at local retailers. One of the first raids planned is Torterra to coincide with the Detective Pikachu movie. A little bit late on the draw, don't you think? Leon is Team Yell's anonymous leader who uses social media and the power of fandom to target and damage trainers' reception so they lose sponsorship in order to remain as an unchallenged champion from the trainers who he thinks could beat him. Now, this is something I wish I didn't just read, but the fact that I just read means that I'm going to put a spoiler warning before this entire leak that I just read. That's a bit disappointing, actually. He thinks Sonya purposely let him win their match years ago and feels weak. He captures the other version's legendary in order to feel powerful, despite leaving Galar unprotected by the evil legendary Eternatus. Eternatus has the power to control the minds of Pokemon and Gigantimaxing and Dynamaxing them into raid Pokemon. It is the first outright evil Pokemon and can only be caught via Dynamax. In order to use Eternatus, the trainer must purify his evil by befriending, playing, and petting it at camps. Well, that is all the leaks, but it's still something I'm avidly trying to avoid. So, a little bit disappointing, but that's just how it is, I guess. As far as leaks go on the channel, I'll let you know. But with that, that will actually end this week on the road to Pokemon Sword and... If you did enjoy, don't forget to show your love on the like button by dropping a like from the top and subscribing to start the hype train up today, because we're getting closer and closer to week 40, 22 weeks away until the release of Pokemon Sword and Shield. With that, though, I want to thank you for watching. I want to catch you back at the top later on, because it's still so hot.